Hello guys, welcome back to Denma TV. Thank you guys for all your love and all your support and all the kindness that you've shown to us on this channel. My name is Mma, and together with my husband we film about our journey here in Canada. We also film about marriage, relationships, lifestyle, and just basically our journey through life pretty much, while we inspire people in the process. So this topic, we're going to be talking about important things that you need to do in your first week of arriving in Canada. I know that sometimes when you come into a new country and if you don't have anyone to help you or to put you through, it can be very confusing, like what you need to do, the important things you need to do to get set up, into the system and into the country. So I really hope that from watching this video, someone out there is able to figure out if that they need to do their very first week in Canada, because it will really go a long way to just make the entire process or the entire settlement in Canada easier. So the very first thing I would recommend is exchange your foreign currency. Most people come in with USD. So if you don't have someone that would drop you off at your place, like drop you off to where you'll be staying once you arrive Canada, then you might need to maybe get a taxi to your place of residence, like where you'll be staying. And if you have foreign currency, it might be difficult to get like change and stuff like that. Especially I'll recommend, like if you come with a lump sum of money, maybe try and change $100 at the airport so that you can have Canadian dollars. Try and get coins, try and get smaller denominations of the currency as well, so that you can be able to use it to pay for a taxi to where you're going to, and you can be able to use it to get into a bus as well, like as you continue to live in Canada. So try and change like $100 of your currency, and then when you eventually get into the city, I recommend that you shop around for different exchange rates available. I know for me and my husband, we use the financial institution called Money Mart. We use Cash Money, and they had like the very best rates. So they had better rates than even the bank. So we were able to save an extra $300 just by getting a cheaper rate. So that's why I recommend, don't change at the airport. It's very expensive. Try and come into the city and change for a better exchange rate. Then if you don't have help with someone to move you around, or someone that has a car, and honestly, like Uber can be very expensive if you do not budget for Uber, then the second thing I would recommend is for you to download like a bus route in your city. For us, we use Bus Buddy and Move It, and it will basically tell you what time your bus is coming, what buses that you need to use to get to your location. And that really helped us, especially to know the time that the bus is coming, because we came in the winter, it was very cold, and the worst thing that can actually happen to anyone is to get up and then go into the cold and just stand for long time not knowing when the bus is coming. But with these apps, it will tell you the time your bus is supposed to come, and it will help you really navigate the city and wherever you have to go to. Like for us, we use the bus when we first came. We use the bus to get groceries. We use the bus to do some other stuff, do some other stuff around the city that we needed to do once we landed Canada. So yes, please download the bus route for your system. It will really go a long way. The next thing that you need to do after that is to go and how I said that you should get like coins. The coins are actually important because it will help you get on the bus as well, because sometimes if you don't have the Presto card, at least you can use your coin and get on the bus and get like a day pass that you can use to move around the city. So get coins. And then the next thing you need to do is go to service. For me, I live in Ontario. So if you're a new immigrant, international student coming to Canada, I recommend going to Service Ontario to get your health card. Health card really applies to permanent residents. So if you're coming as a permanent resident, go to Service Ontario to get your health card. They would need, as you're going, go with 2 pieces of ID, because they would need like a proof of address, and they would need your international passport and your confirmation of permanent residence to issue you your health card. And if you're an international student, go to Service Ontario and get your Ontario card. This is actually like a form of identification. It's a photo ID, and it's actually very important if you are it's very important because you don't want to be going everywhere with your international passport. International passport is a more important documentation, but with your Ontario card, you can use it as a form of identification everywhere. So go to Service Ontario and get either your health card or your provincial ID. The next thing you need to get, or the fourth thing you need to get, is a phone number. So usually if you go to the mall in your city, you should be able to find different service providers for phone, and you can get your phone number. Usually in Canada, if you don't have like a credit score or like a form of credit history, it's very difficult to get like a contract on your phone or to get like a monthly plan. So typically, like most international students, when they come in, they first of all use the prepaid way of getting like a phone phone number, so that they can be able to reach their loved ones. And then over time, as you continue to stay in the city, you'll be able to get like credit history, and then you can get into a month-to-month plan. So for us, like literally, once we arrived Canada on Thursday, on Friday we actually went to get our phone numbers, and it was actually very relevant because when you want to do other stuff like apply for jobs and all of that, you really need it. So after you get your phone number, the next thing I recommend is get a bank account. To get a bank account, you need 2 pieces of ID as well. You need your international passport, you need your study permit if you're an international student, or your confirmation of permanent residency if you are a permanent resident. But make sure you go with those 2 documents. They will raise a bank account. There are like several common bank accounts here in Canada. There's BMO, there's CIBC, there's Scotiabank, there's TD, and more bank accounts I didn't mention. You can put it down in the comment section. Bank accounts to open, important bank account to open: checking account, which is your expense account, a savings account, and also a credit card account. The credit card account is actually very important because it will help you to build your credit history here in Canada, especially if you don't have a credit history. So yeah, the credit card account is important. The checking account is so that if you get a job, you can be able to get your employer to pay your monthly earnings directly into your account, and you can be able to use that to obviously pay for stuff around the city. And the savings account is to save, obviously, because you want to have an account to save. So these are the 3 accounts that I would really recommend that you open on your first week of Canada: checking, savings, and credit account. And obviously, as you continue to stay in the city and you navigate what you want, you can obviously like improve or create more accounts as you're more familiar with what service you're looking for. The Service Canada. So there's something called Service Ontario. Service Ontario, where I stay, there's something called Service Ontario. Service Ontario is where you get your health card. Then Service Canada is like a federal, it's more federal, I would say. So that is where you get your social insurance number, also known as your SIN, which is like very important. Like with your SIN, you're able to be identified in Canada. You're able to be like whenever you get a job, they would ask you for your SIN number as well. With your SIN number, you can file for taxes, apply for benefits. So it's extremely important, SIN number, especially if you're trying to get a job immediately. Once you land Canada, you need your SIN number, because if you get an offer, you don't have a SIN number, like you're not going to get the job. And usually get the SIN number in Service Canada. And with coronavirus, as at the time that we did it, like they were not accepting any walk-in, so you had to book an appointment to get your SIN number, and that's such a long process. But for us, like we went very early, so they only accept walk-ins to like 8 a.m. So we went very early, and we were able to get our SIN number as quick as possible. And it was we're so thankful for that, because like we literally got jobs, and we needed the SIN number like ASAP. So get your SIN number. And then the last and final tip is get your Presto card. So Presto card is like a card that you load money for the bus, right? So if you don't have a car and you need to move around, I don't want to spend much on Uber, get your Presto card as well, because the Presto card will help you load money, so that way you don't have to carry coins or cash around to pay for the bus. It's just us, like we just load like $50 on the Presto card the first month that we came, and it really saved us until we're finally able to get a car. So yeah, like those are like I think I mentioned like 7. Those are like the most important things that I honestly would recommend that you get once you arrive Canada in your first week. Like for us, we were able to get all of this done in like 3 days, and we were all set up, to do other stuff as well within the city. So yeah, if you have any any suggestions or any point that you think that I didn't mention in this video, please do everyone a favor by commenting it down below, so that people will be aware of like the things they need to do once they land Canada. And I really hope that you find all of these tips helpful. If you have any questions, please do well to ask me in the comment box, and I'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. Thank you so much for all your love and all your support that you've shown to me and my husband on this channel. I really hope that you continue to stay tuned. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like this video and share this video. And until next time, I'll see you guys next Sunday, and may you enjoy the rest of your week. Bye guys.